Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Smash for Friday, November 4th, 2022. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
Friday. Friday.
Friday. Oh, sorry. This is I need to get some more of this lipstick. It's my favorite.
It looks good on you.
It's hourglass.
I love that color. I want to thank everybody again for all this love and support you're showing us, especially you subscribers here on YouTube who have also gone over and subscribed on Patreon. We are seeing unprecedented growth on our patreon.com Rick and Kelly show. Dozens of new patrons every day. Dozens a day.
Woo!
It's awesome. We really appreciate the support, and it only makes us better. You know, it gives us even more incentive to put out a great show every week. That's our uncensored version. A lot of you have said you want these smashes to be longer. We went an hour and 10 minutes on our most recent podcast on patreon.com. So we appreciate it if you guys want to go over there and check it out if you haven't already.
This lipstick is called One Day. One Day. I love this stuff.
We're going to do another
Lasts
Kelly's
a while.
favorite thing.
It doesn't seem like it, this hourglass, but it does.
Doesn't seem like it could fit a lot in there.
I know, but it ow.
Ooh, snap. This Daily Smash is brought to you by El Cristiano Tequila. Purity, passion, promise, and all kinds of other P's in one bottle. We love our El Cristiano. We're not drinking it today, but we will drink it again soon. If you can't find it near you, you can go to el-cristiano.com or kegandbottle.com, which has great discounts on El Cristiano.
I bought this. Everyone's asking for that healthy noodle. It's hard to find because it's just in our Costco, right?
Yeah.
So I bought this cauliflower pasta in the freezer section at the Pavilions, which is like Safeway. And I'm going to make that tonight.
Awesome. Speaking of which, I want to tell the story. When I got home, I had a meeting at a studio, TBD studio there. We're probably going to do a show a month or maybe a show every couple of weeks over there. And I came back, and it was like 1:30, and I was hungry. And Kelly was on the computer, and I came in, and I go, what should I make for lunch? And she goes, oh, you want me to make you something? I was like, yeah, I kind of do. I didn't want to come out and ask you to make me something, but now that you mention it.
Yeah.
She's such a good cook.
Oh, thanks. I'm an easy cook. I'm a mom cook.
Everything tastes better when you make it.
That's funny.
It does.
You want to talk about my thing today?
You had a yoga teacher who mailed it in, apparently.
So I go to this place called Core Power Yoga, and it's like a chain. It's like a 24-hour fitness for yoga, and they have, and I always do sculpt class at 9:30, and I'm like, I feel like I need a little bit more stretching, so I'm gonna take this class, and it's called Fusion, something Fusion. Okay.
So you went back to back. You had two classes in a row.
I went back to back,
yeah.
and I'm losing weight, and I can see my muscles coming out, and
you're looking good.
My stomach, I'm looking good. And then when you start to see results, you kind of want to do more, right?
Sure.
So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do back to back. I'm going to do sculpt, and then I'm going to do this core power fusion, whatever. And so I go in to do my thing, and there's only two other women in there. And one of the women I know, I've known her since our kids are the same age since kindergarten at Our Lady Queen of Angels. And so, and her son goes to CDM, and my daughter goes to the local Catholic school. Yeah. You guys all know the school she goes to. And so I go in there, and the lady's like, get in. So I see her, and I don't know, but I've been doing yoga for a while now. And I used to do it hardcore, like in my 20s. And then in my 30s, I did it here and there because I belonged to like the Balboa Bay Club, and I started getting more into weights. And now that I'm older, I'm liking yoga. Like I'm seeing results, and I think it's good for my Hashimoto's, whatever. So I go in there and I see this girl, and usually it's like when you get a fitness instructor, you want somebody to be ripped, right? You want somebody that's in shape. You want somebody that's toned.
Well, they're setting the example, right?
Well,
every
they're your
yoga teacher I've
teacher.
ever seen has been ripped and toned and
any
at
kind of-
least in good shape.
Do you think I want a teacher that doesn't know how to teach me Spanish? You think I want somebody who's going to teach me?
Who doesn't speak Spanish?
Yeah, like it's like that. Like I want a teacher that looks like the bill of health and whatever. So, whatever. And
So your teacher today did not look like
she
didn't look
was
healthy?
this short and this big, okay? Which is fine because
It was large.
if you are flexible and you can do the work and you're that big, fine. Great, okay?
Yeah.
All the power to you, not body shaming you at all. Now, I'm going to start body shaming you when you start telling me and you're sitting down on the ground and you're not performing the exercise. It took me everything not to say something. And you know what? Next time I am going to say something.
When you told me this story that she was sitting there telling you moves to make but not doing the moves, and how frustrated you got.
I
and
was
you
so
didn't
frustrated.
Say anything. I was
So
blown away. 'Cause
I'm sitting there and she's like, okay, do your Shavasana, into Warrior 2, into Star Pose. And then she's like, and then she's saying all these other things these like poses that I didn't know. And I'm looking around and there's only 2 other people, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think they knew what to do. And she's sitting on the ground, crisscross applesauce. And she's like, do your C curve, hip out, right hand out, airplane mode, kick out. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, so frustrated. I'm like, can you get your ass up and show me the move? I don't even know what you're saying. And she's like, in a C curve of your spine and do this. And I'm like, I don't know.
Why didn't you ask her to demonstrate?
Because I felt sorry for her at first.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not feeling sorry for her anymore. By going there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, you're the teacher. You demonstrate that. I don't know what airplane, eagle, and then she was like going like, do this and like.
The one move she
she's
did
like,
do was with her
cross
hands,
your right
right?
hand to your left, and I'm like what? Like, can you show me? Like what are you talking about? And then she's like, hips down, goes down, go to your right, touch your shin. I was like, I didn't even, and listen, I don't like to complain. I'm not going to write to them. But if you're a yoga instructor and you're here to teach,
Then
that's
teach.
not a way to teach.
No, you got to teach.
Which
segues into the next segment, which is how bad customer service is getting all around. We complain about this all the time.
All the time.
We made a phone call yesterday to the Real Estate Licensing Board here in California to inquire about our upcoming tests. And I got one of those recorded messages that you're caller number 92 in line. Unfortunately, they gave you the option of them calling you back, and they did call back.
They did call back, but the guy seemed so annoyed when he called back.
Yeah, he was
He had like
he didn't wanna
attitude.
answer. Yeah.
Like, he had attitude. Like everyone has an attitude.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to work. Everyone has an attitude. No one wants to do their job. Everyone's freaking lazy.
Yeah.
It just drives me insane.
And by the way, scan your own groceries. Go scan your own groceries. Scan your own stuff at the drugstore.
Get your own ticket and print that out and put it on your luggage. How about that?
Yeah.
How
How
about
about
that?
you go up to TSA and they're like, go ahead, you scan it.
You
Like,
scan
isn't that
it.
your job? Aren't you supposed to scan it?
Yeah. Everything. It's like everything. It's like everything has gone to the shits.
How's your voice, by the way?
Someone noticed that I said my voice hurts.
Yeah, you.
I meant to say my throat hurts.
Instead of your throat, yeah.
So my
Your
mom
voice
just
hurts.
calls me and my mom goes, I want to come back, but only if you're gone for 2 weeks.
I want to come back when you're not going to be here.
I swear. I'm like, you don't want to see me? Like, I think we
I was
could-
like, well, we might be gone for a couple of days on and off,
Oh,
in the next couple of weeks. You could be here for 2 days, gone for 2 days, here, back and forth. No, I want to wait till you guys are gone for a while.
Yeah. Rick goes, oh my God, that's so mean.
You really don't want to spend time with us?
Well, you know what it is? Because we argue. And
Yeah.
and we don't want to, like, we can only take, like,
So she wants to see Jolie, but she's not as crazy about seeing you. Listen, my parents don't want to see me either, so I can totally relate.
I want to see my mom. I do.
I'd love to hang out with
I
her.
want my mom to come show me her recipes. She's a great cook. You want to talk about a good cook?
Yeah.
That lady
I don't know that.
knows how to cook like amazing.
I know you do. I don't know that I've
Oh
had
my
her
God.
cooking.
It's fattening, but it's so tasty. She makes this potato gratin. She boils like potatoes and she puts some mushrooms in there, and then she puts green onion and bacon and
Sounds
and
good.
sour cream,
Uh-huh.
and then she puts cheese on the top and sprinkles bacon on the top, and it's like you bake it. And I want to have her make it, but I never make it because it's so fattening, but it's so flippin' good, and it's so good with ham. And someone else told me that, because I read your comments, that Aldi,
The grocery store. Yeah.
they have a honey baked ham that's just as good as honey baked ham. So I actually want to go there and taste it.
Did we order
I wanna go
order
get
the
one.
other one?
No,
Oh, we didn't.
Not yet.
Okay. Okay. Well, then let's go check it out.
yeah,
I saw in the headlines. We're doing it in the news in a minute, but I put this outside in the news thing that CNBC cut ties with Shepard Smith, my former coworker and former best friend.
yeah. So Rick used to be best friends with Shepard Smith,
Uh-huh.
and so you have a lot of pictures with Shepard Smith, and he used to stay at your house in the Hamptons, right?
Yeah.
And
He came out to me.
did he came out to you?
He came out to me. I was the first person he told that he was gay. I was the first person he told.
And he worked at Fox News. Did he feel weird about coming out? Was it
He
hard
did.
for him?
It was hard for him. It was hard for him to come out to his family because he's from Mississippi and they're all like old school.
Bible Belt.
100%. Very religious, very old school. And I think it was easier for him to come out to his friends and his coworkers. And a lot of people already kind of suspected. I suspected, but I didn't know for sure.
Did he ever hit on you?
Yes.
He did.
More than once.
What did he want to do? Did he do a reach?
I mean, he made offers, put it that way.
Oh yeah.
Which I declined, by the way.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I know. Yes. That's 100% sure.
Well, there's nothing wrong.
Well, if it happened, I would tell you it happened.
Okay.
I never had a gay experience.
Okay. That's okay if you did.
But I didn't.
Okay.
But he did try.
Okay, Paul Pelosi.
Speaking of which, we had this just into the Daily Smash newsroom. Paul Pelosi.
No, we have to call it Snowflake Alert.
We have a snowflake alert. Snowflake alert. Snowflake alert.
Snowflake Alert. There's a blizzard. Snowflake Alert.
This is just because, you guys, some of you didn't want us to talk politics or bring up anything political. And then many of you said, F that. We want you to talk about everything.
Yeah.
So someone today actually suggested, you know what? If you're going to do politics, you should call out a snowflake alert.
Yeah, Snowflake Alert.
So anything political from now on.
We should get that little sound.
Yeah, the sound effect?
Yeah, the sound effect.
I'm going to see if I can find that. And
Yeah.
if I can't find it, I'll just make it.
Yeah, and then we'll have it on
I'll
here.
MacGyver that.
Yeah.
So, Snowflake Alert, do we have that video? You have the video.
Yeah.
Paul Pelosi went back to work today, according to this video, which is not safe for work, by the way. Not safe for work.
Yeah. Should I play it right
Yes, play it.
now? Okay.
And then I'm going to put it on the screen to sync it up.
This is from the movie Ted. The movie Ted.
Jesus, Sky, you look like shit, man. What happened?
I don't know, I got fucking wasted last night, and my phone says I texted someone at 3:15 asking them to beat me up, and then at 4:30 I texted the same person saying thanks.
And you don't remember it?
No, same as last time.
It just seems kind of gay, doesn't it?
I don't know, maybe, yeah.
Well, do you think you're part of some, like, gay beat-up underworld? Like one of those gay beat-up clubs or something?
I know, I dig chicks, man. I don't remember any of it, I was so fucked up. I might be gay, I don't know. Hey, do you mind covering for me for a bit? I might go lay down in the gym.
I love that guy. He's so funny.
He's so funny.
Oh, wait, so the comments. So you already,
yeah.
Let me see real quick. Kelly's already gotten some
So I got
comments.
some snowflake comments. I posted on my Instagram, and honestly, you guys, I get a kick out of the snowflakes. It just cracks me up. It brightens up my day a little bit because people get so angry and so upset.
For some reason, I only have 2 comments from you,
Oh, really?
but you got more on your page.
No way.
Yeah, so we have to read them off yours,
Okay.
but I can read them.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Here are some of your Snowflake Alert comments. A lot of people loved it. Laughing emojis. I am deceased. I am dying. This is good. Wait, where's the one? Yeah, the attack of an elderly man is always funny. Try to locate your sensitivity chip. It's been missing for a while.
Really? Okay, Snowflake.
Everyone else thinks it's funny. Oh, here we go. Wow, Kelly, I hung on with you as long as I could, but someone being attacked with a hammer isn't funny.
I never said it was funny.
Hot Red Starfish said there is way more to this story. All of a sudden, they are no longer disclosing information about that night. They are covering up Paul Pelosi's bad behavior. And someone goes, you are unbelievable.
Is that good or bad?
I love you when you are on Jeff Lewis's show, but this is not okay. I'm out. Violence against anyone is no joke. And that's your Snowflake Alert for this Friday, November 4th.
Snowflake Alert. And there's going to be more because I just posted this.
Oh, yeah.
So go on my Instagram and read the comments. They're hysterical.
Oh,
sorry.
You wanted to talk about the Bravo Housewives post about Rinna versus Kathy, like who would you keep?
Yeah, so on Bravo Housewives, they put, which one would you keep, Kathy or Rinna? Okay, so they had the best season ever, right? Isn't this a business? Like, isn't this show a business? It's like, I swear, they're like Kathy or Rinna, Kathy or Rinna. It's like Bravo listens to the fans, and I get it, like whatever, but it's the highest rated. Like, aren't you more worried about money in the business than you worry about fans? You
said this isn't Survivor.
I'm like,
it's a reality show.
It's a reality show
that relies on cast members to perform and interact, and you have, like you said, too, who are making the season more watchable, and they got really good ratings.
So why would you want like, why are you?
Why do you have to cut them loose?
Why do you have to cut them loose? Because the fans are like, I want them off. I want them off. It's a business. I watch it because I want to watch Rinna and her clothes and her
fights with other people too, right?
And I like her body, and I like her wigs, and I like her makeup, and it's like, even though I don't like the way she is or behaves, she's interesting. She looks damn good for her age. I'm sorry, we want to watch villains, like we want to, like it makes it more interesting. So you're gonna cut her off and then get some new dud, like a Crystal or there's a million of them.
They obviously didn't lose.
Diana Jenkins.
They didn't learn their lesson from you, and they cut you loose, and the ratings went into the toilet.
But I'm just saying, it's like they treat this show as like it's Survivor. Like, is this sorority Survivor? Like the fans are calling. The fans. People don't go by what the numbers are and how successful your last season is. Don't you want to parlay that into the next season? I don't understand. I don't get that.
And they talk about the fans say this, but they're only listening to that very small percentage of fans who are yelling at the top of their lungs.
Yeah.
There are hundreds of thousands potentially of fans who watch but aren't writing in, and they're not posting on Instagram, but they're reviewing. And those are the people, a lot of them, who turned off when you left.
Right.
Because that voice wasn't being heard.
My fans are quiet. They're called the silent majority.
Right.
Because they're not big loud mouths that need to be seen and heard like this woke crowd, okay? Those woke crowd are such losers that they need to be seen. They've never been heard before, and this is their way to get their loudness out there. My people, my fans are educated, they're smart, they're kind, and they're loving. And they get my humor, and they're not loyal. A bunch of snowflakes, and they're loyal.
They're loyal.
Okay, so I don't know. I'll never forget when I lived in San Francisco, Steve Jobs was the head of Apple, and Tim Cook worked with Michael. And remember the flip phones?
Yeah.
The Motorola flip phones?
Sure.
Well, he said something to the effect of, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but like the flip phones were the whole genre, right? And then no one had the idea of putting a computer in a phone. Like, if you don't give if you give like the fans or if you give like the public, like if they don't know unless they see it, you know what I mean? It's like they were calling out for Vicky's firing for a long, long time. They didn't listen to it. And, now they're putting Vicky back. I just don't understand what's going over there in the Bravo world. But you do get what I'm saying? Like you can't let people decide for you. They don't know until you put it out there.
Yeah. So in other words, like your analogy was basically like no one would have ever thought to use an iPhone
Or putting a computer in
in
your
a phone until
right.
you did it, but now everyone wants it.
Yeah. Right.
I can see that.
Yeah. Well, you guys understand what I'm trying to say.
Before we do the news, you want to do your favorite thing?
Oh yeah. So I use Perology for my hair, but my hair, have Hashimoto's, and my hair's been thinning a lot.
Not lately. Lately
Well,
it's gotten thick.
It's gotten really thick. My hair is back to like where it used to be.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, this is great right here. This Nioxin. And then my girlfriend, who
Is this
does
the
my
stuff
hair.
I'm going to use?
Yeah, I use that too.
Oh, okay.
But my hair gets really greasy because obviously, I have a lot of oil in my skin and my hair, especially when
Yeah.
I work out a lot. So, but this stuff, how do you pronounce that? It's French.
Looks like chlorine.
Chlorine.
Like chlorine, but chlorine with a K.
Chlorine's good stuff too. It's French.
Cool. Okay. We're going to try those.
Yes.
In the news now,
In the news.
there are allegations of a Les Moonves cover-up. The former head of CBS Viacom accused during the whole Me Too movement of inappropriate behavior with a number of women. It was revealed that, well, there were two things revealed today. One was that some LA police captain was feeding CBS information about the accuser when they first came in with their report, because he was friends with the executives and had done security for Les Moonves. So this captain got in trouble because he was feeding them information that he shouldn't have been. But then the report goes on to say that Les Moonves has to pay $30 million to shareholders for hiding the assaults. And Kelly hears this. She goes, he can rape me
I go,
for $30 million.
He can rape me.
And I was like, I'm not okay with that, Kelly. I'm sorry.
She got 30 mil.
$30 million, but not to one person. It went to shareholders. So everyone's
I'm
probably
kidding. I'm kidding. I don't condone rape.
Well, you
Unless you're getting $30 million, then.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh, wait. So you don't condone it now? Okay, good. That's good to know. That's very good to know. It doesn't matter because even though we didn't win Powerball on Wednesday night, we're going to win, I think it's Saturday, $1.5 billion. So you won't have to worry about money after that ever again.
Can you imagine? It's going to $1.5 billion.
$1.5 billion.
$1.5 billion. Could you imagine, like, everybody and their mama has bought a ticket and
Yeah.
it hasn't, not one number has hit? Like,
It's insane.
is that insane?
Yeah.
Like, you have a better chance of, like, getting struck by lightning. I know they say.
Twice.
Yeah.
In the same day, I think. There's all these crazy statistics about what else is likely to happen first before you.
I love those lottery winners because they all end up like going broke.
Well, it would be
Like,
hard to
how
go
do you-
broke when you.
How do you not go to a wealth management place
Yeah.
like Wells Fargo? Like I had the private bank.
Yeah.
And you they get you on a budget and they
Right.
tell you exactly what you can do. They're the ones who can tell you yes or no.
Unfortunately, I
like how
think
do you not know that?
Most of the people who win aren't the brightest bulbs in the drawer.
Well,
Sharpest knives in the drawer.
you don't have to be the
brightest
sharpest
bulbs
knives.
in the
You
lamp.
just you get a lot of
course.
money. You put it in the bank.
You need to
and
get
the
advice.
bank goes, oh, we're gonna put you if you have over $1 million in the bank, which I know because I had. And you go in there and they say, oh, here, we're going to give you a wealth manager. They'll appoint you to the
sure.
private bank. And then the private banker comes and they tell you what to do with their money.
I
It's
think
not that hard.
The lump sum cash payout is going to be like $800 or $900 million, and then you get whatever you get, depending on
You-
where you live,
and
half
then,
of that.
And then if you
more
have
than
that, you don't
half.
even have to touch the principal.
No, you just live off the
You
interest.
just lived off the interest.
I have a couple more items in the news now. Don Lemon's new show, CNN this morning, bombs in debut.
Bombs?
It bombed. The CNN
Communist News Network?
the show was heavily promoted by CNN. CNN this morning's first show drew a mere 387,000 viewers and averaged 71,000 in the coveted 25 to 54 demo. By comparison, MSNBC's morning show amassed 793,000, which was more than double. And Fox News, Fox and Friends averaged nearly 1.5 million, which is four times as many, roughly.
Wow.
4 times the views. Now, CNN saying no morning show debuts not at number 1. We have an amazing cast. It's going to take time for it to get whatever.
No, you suck.
Don Lemon grabbed my ass once.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Is he gay?
I don't know if he's out, but you can put 2 and 2 together. You know who's not gay?
Me.
Me.
You know
I
how
told him
know?
if he grabbed my ass again, I was going to punch him in the face, and that's a true story.
True Hollywood stories. True Hollywood stories.
The professional cornhole world has been rocked by a Baggate cheating scandal. This, according to the New York Post. The biggest professional sports scandal you've never heard of. You know what cornhole is? You know what it is.
Yeah, it's that little hole, and you get the little bag, and you throw it in. And
It's like a tailgate game. You see him in the parking lot with the boards.
I love that
and
game.
the hole and the bean bags.
Yeah.
You toss them in the hole.
I have a little way of. I win a lot on that.
You're very good at a lot of games. You're very good at that shuffleboard game we just put into Pickleball Party Town.
Yes.
You were just rolling 2s and 3s like crazy. So there is a
like Jedi
regulation size and weight to cornhole bags for professional tournaments. They have some of these guys are making $250,000 a year playing
Shut
professional
up.
cornhole
Oh
through
my God.
endorsements and prize money. So the cornhole bags must be 6 by 6 inches when laid flat and weigh 16 ounces. But apparently these guys are doing things like boiling them, and I forget what else they say.
Boiling 'em?
They boil the bags to make them smaller. So
they can fit in the hole?
one of the teams complained that the other team's bag, or they wash them with vinegar to make them more pliable. One of the teams in the
Dude, if you're not
championship-
cheating, you're not trying.
One of the teams in the championship accused the other team's bags of being too small. So they checked them, and it turned out that they were. And then they checked the team that complained, and their bags didn't meet the regulations either. Both teams were cheating. So they let them go ahead and finish the match.
God, they have bad bags.
But they said new regulations will be announced by the end of the year. You're going to see some big shifts and movements in the infrastructure of the sport. This is when sports evolve, their commissioner said. The president of the American Cornhole Association.
Were they juicing too? Were they juicing?
And then, and then professional cornholer Jay Corley told the Journal that he sees only one solution for the rapidly growing game. I think we're going to have to go to having a referee, just like any other sport.
It's like
said.
it's like remember when they did that with the footballs? Didn't they
Yeah,
like
Brady
deflate-
Gate. I covered that when Tom Brady had to go to federal court in Manhattan, and I was in the courtroom when they
Yeah.
were arguing about whether or not the footballs were underinflated, whether there was any kind of, I don't even remember how it wound up in federal court. I think there was a lawsuit brought by fans or something, but I was covering it, and it was insane. Like Brady's entrance and exit from the courthouse was like there were 50, 100 cameras lined up. I have the video somewhere.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that was
Did you have that in your book?
that is
No,
not
I
in my
remember
book. That'll be in
that.
the second book.
Yeah, we should do a book with all your shenanigans that happen at Fox News. I would love that because
Would be
he's
a
got a lot.
A lot of shenanigans.
Yeah, a lot of shenanigans that happen back
You
there.
know what? Maybe.
You can be bombshell part deux.
Love it. Listen, we hope you guys have a smash-tastic weekend
Yes.
and a smashing rest of your day.
Yeah.
Any other smash sayings you can come up with? Smashable.
Let's go get smashed.
Yeah, we should get smashed.
Let's go get smashed.
Well, actually,
Well, I can't because I'm sick. I gotta let my body
yeah, you got
recover.
to take care of yourself. But once again, thank you all for your support.
Yeah.
We really do appreciate it.
Thank you
And
guys.
we're
And
gonna
have a wonderful, wonderful weekend
yeah, we're going to have great stuff for you coming up
Yeah.
on Monday.
on Monday. Bye. Mwah.
Yeah.